Let me ask you something real quick. When was the last time a Marvel show actually made you feel something? Not just hype. Not just, oh, that cameo was cool. But genuine emotion. Because for a lot of people, that answer is X-Men 97, and that is wild. An animated continuation of a 90s cartoon has no business being this good. No business outperforming big-budget live-action shows. No business delivering deeper themes, sharper writing, and more emotional weight than most of the MCU combined. And yet here we are. Today, I want to explain why X-Men 97 is not just good, not just nostalgic, but legitimately the best MCU television series of all time. And by the end of this video, I think you'll understand why this show hits different. The first thing X-Men 97 does right is something modern Marvel often forgets. It respects your intelligence. This show does not pause every 5 seconds to explain motivations. It does not spell out themes in dialogue. It does not hold your hand. It assumes you are paying attention. Characters reference past events without flashbacks. Emotions are shown through body language, silence, and consequence. Conflicts unfold naturally even when they are uncomfortable. And that makes the world feel real, because real life does not come with recap segments. This approach instantly separates X-Men 97 from most MCU shows, which often feel overproduced and underwritten. Here the writing comes first. One of the biggest strengths of X-Men 97 is that actions have consequences. When something bad happens, the characters do not bounce back by the next episode. They carry it with them. Grief lingers. Anger festers. Guilt reshapes decisions. This is especially important because the X-Men have always been about trauma. About being feared. About being hunted. About surviving a world that does not want you.
As a boy, my people's homes were burned to ash because we dared to call God by another name. Then, my people hunted me with those who had once hunted them. I was a freak, born a mutant, an abomination to their misnamed gods. In history's sad song, there is a refrain: believe differently, love differently, be of different sex or skin, and be punished. We sing this song to one another. The oppressed become oppressors. Xavier knew this, and dreamed we could change, find harmony, a future where human and mutant could relinquish the past and finally... You claim justice is overdue, but so is healing.
Your words, while kind, do nothing to heal those hurt by your crime.
And your soundbite indignation will not heal mutant wounds. You build robots who hunt us, collars to chain our power.
Humanity must protect itself.
Protection? That is extermination. Have only ever acted to avenge crimes against my people, as you act to avenge those against yours today.
If that were the case, are we truly to believe then that in the face of what you consider to be extermination, you would walk Charles Xavier's path?
And X-Men 97 understands it better than any Marvel show in years. It lets moments breathe. It allows silence. It trusts the audience to sit with discomfort. That is mature storytelling. Let's talk about Magneto. Because honestly, X-Men 97 might give us the best Magneto ever put on screen. This is not a cartoon villain. This is not a mustache-twirling extremist. This is a survivor. A man shaped by genocide, persecution, and betrayal. A man who has seen what happens when people like him try to be peaceful. And the show never tells you Magneto is right, but it makes sure you understand why he believes what he believes.
Bigot. Ingrate. Sycophant. Worm. So small I could smite you with a step. There was a time I would smite you all for what was done to Storm. But today, I have saved you from your own. For an old friend has challenged me to remember this view of Earth. How vast it is versus how small we make it. Charles Xavier entrusted me with his dream, and it does not ask you to love or embrace my kind as your own, but merely to accept that this is a shared world with a common future, and that my kind, like yours, have the right to live in it. I am trying to be better. Please. Do not make me let you down.
Every speech carries history. Every decision feels earned. Every moment of rage feels tragic instead of random. That is what makes Magneto compelling. You are not supposed to agree with him. You are supposed to understand him. And that understanding is what makes the conflict hurt. X-Men 97 does something bold. It looks at the world we live in right now and does not flinch. Fear of the other, media manipulation, radicalization, political scapegoating, the cycle of violence. These themes are not subtle. And they are not meant to be. The X-Men have always been political. Always. This show embraces that legacy instead of running from it. And what makes it work is that the message never overshadows the characters. The story is not preaching. It is reflecting. It asks hard questions without offering easy answers. And that is rare in modern superhero storytelling. One of the most satisfying parts of X-Men 97 is how it treats its characters. Cyclops is no longer sidelined. He is a leader, a strategist, a man under unbearable pressure. Storm feels mythic again. Powerful, regal, vulnerable. Rogue is terrifying in the best way, a walking reminder of how dangerous power can be when mixed with pain.
This is a top secret United States facility. You are trespassing. Cease and...
What do we do, sir?
Gentlemen, need I remind you that we're standing in the same place built to hold the Hulk? Our intruder is an unhinged mutant from the swamp. She ain't no... Huh?
Daddy always used to say breaking into prison was easier than breaking out. Now I know you know why I've come a-knocking. Where are Henry Gyrick and Bolivar Trask?
Thought your kind were the good guys.
You killed those, sugar.
Even supporting characters feel purposeful. No one is wasted. No one exists just to deliver exposition. These characters feel like people with history. And that history matters. Yes, the action is incredible. The animation is smooth, expressive, and kinetic. Fights are dynamic without being noisy. Every power is used creatively. But here's the important part. The action always serves the story. Fights are not just spectacles. They are emotional clashes. Ideological clashes. Every punch is a statement. Every loss carries weight. That is why the action lands harder than most live-action Marvel fights. Because it matters. Let's be honest, a lot of MCU shows feel like homework. They exist to set up the next movie, or the next crossover, or the next post-credit scene. X-Men 97 does not care about that. It tells a complete story because the story deserves to be told. No constant teasing. No overstuffed cameos. No dangling plot threads begging for future content. It is confident. And that confidence is exactly why it stands above the rest. Yes, X-Men 97 is nostalgic, but it is not trapped by nostalgia. It honors the past without being afraid to evolve. It respects the original series without copying it. This is a continuation, not a museum piece. And that is why it works for both longtime fans and new viewers. It understands that nostalgia should enhance storytelling, not replace it. X-Men 97 is important, not just because it is good, but because it proves something. It proves animation can tell mature, complex superhero stories. It proves audiences want depths. It proves Marvel still knows how to do this when it slows down and trusts its writers. This show feels like Marvel remembering who they are. X-Men 97 is not just the best animated Marvel show. It is not just a strong comeback. It is a reminder of what superhero stories are supposed to be about. Fear, hope, identity, choice, and the cost of fighting for a world that may never fully accept you. If this is the future of Marvel storytelling, then the future looks bright. The X-Men are back. Stronger, smarter, and more relevant than ever. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into Marvel and storytelling. And let me know in the comments, do you think X-Men 97 is the best MCU TV series of all time? Thanks for watching, and remember, the future is not fixed.